Hey, you guys. Hey, I'm here in Texas, picking up a load at Hospira. I shouldn't say that. I don't think it matters. It's so bright. It's hot here, too. It's like 60 degrees already. And, of course, I'm making some coffee. And, man, nothing but problems here. First, he took the trailer over, and there's no running lights, no parking lights or running lights, so which means I can't drive at night, which is okay, because I can get into a shop before night. And then I checked the registration box, which I'm actually the only one I know that actually checks the registration in their trailers. But yeah, every once in a while I come across a trailer that has no registration. And so I had to call the company, and of course it's Sunday, so we're dealing with weekend dispatch, which are horrible. You know, they run a skeleton crew there for the dispatchers, and it's impossible to get anybody. So finally I got somebody and told him what's going on, and he said, "I'll fax it right over." Well, it took him about 40 minutes to fax that over, and it was the wrong registration for the wrong trailer. You know, and when I called him, he's like, you know, he answers the, did I already put sugar in there? No. He answers the phone, and he's hurrying me. And I said, I need a registration for, what trailer? He's like pushing me. What trailer you need? And I said, 86628. And he said, oh, the 86824? And I said, no, that's the trailer I just dropped you. I need it for 86628. And he says, okay, I'll fax it right over. What's your fax number? And I gave him the fax number. He said, okay. And he hangs up. You know, if he would have taken a couple seconds, all right, I know he's busy, but look, I'm out here. I'm busy too. You know, you're going home at the end of the day. You're going to go watch the Super Bowl later. Give me a break. Take a little bit of damn time. Shit. Take a little bit of damn time and give me the right damn registration, because then I've been here for 2 hours. Then I had to call back, which I had to call back probably about a half a dozen times before I got anybody. Let me add some tap water to this so I can drink this soon. And so I finally again get somebody and tell him to get it faxed over, and he says, okay, it'll be a little bit. I was like, no, it won't. I was like, they already faxed me over the wrong one, and they're waiting on me. This is Sunday. They're running a skeleton crew here too, and they're waiting on me to get this faxed over to them so they can get it for me. And so he says, all right, I'll get it right over to you. So, I mean, it took him 20 minutes, but all right, fine, I'm not going to complain about that. Even though I complain about everything else, I'm not going to complain about 20 minutes. That's fine. So, here we are, and we finally got the right registration for the trailer. So, this load was supposed to pick up on the 2nd. It's the 6th. Of course, they just gave it to me last night, but so it's not my fault. But I just have to deal with, getting a late load. It's California late. I mean, it's going to California, and it's heavy. It's 44,000 pounds, and there's nowhere to scale around here. So, I might have a problem when I scale it. But if I do, then it's their problem. I'll have to make a decision. So, what time is it? 12:15. 12:15. 2 hours and 15 minutes I've been here. Should have took me a half hour. I should have been in and out. Unbelievable. Seriously. Greetings from El Paso, Texas. You know, this country spent so much money and so much time and effort on trying to keep the air clean and making regulations on big trucks and diesel engines that just, this truck is about as clean as you can get. You can't hardly even measure the emissions that come out of this truck. But it's still not good enough. They still want it. They still want companies to spend more money. You know, they want to make it to where truck drivers can't even afford a truck anymore because it's going to be so expensive because of the amount of money that goes into emissions. But that's not what I'm talking about right here, right now. We spend so much money on keeping our air clean and our country clean, and that's good. I mean, we need clean air, and we have to pass on clean air for our kids. But let me show you. Right here, there's Mexico. Look at the haze over the city. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a haze, just the nasty, and you can see on the Mexico side, just stuff just on fire. There's always, every time I come through here, there are fires on the Mexico side right there, and that's Mexico right there that you're looking at. All those houses way out there. That's Mexico, and just this haze. I mean, Mexico has no standards in pollution. And, you know, as hard as we try to keep our air clean, you got countries like this, and all those South American countries, no, they don't have standards on emissions down there. You know, just like nowhere else in the country has standards on emissions that we try to put into effect, and that cause our vehicles and everything to be so expensive. But, you know, you got China, they don't give a damn about nothing. They pollute everything. They still make paint with lead. I mean, we have, our children's toys are still being coated with lead from China. And this is a country that we support. You know, we buy so much trade from China, it's ridiculous. And then China, you know, that's a whole other story in itself too. That's a whole political issue there. But China's buying up, you know, half of our country, and all this money that we give China in trade, they're purchasing bonds, and they're taking up, you know. All right, I'm not going to get on that soapbox right now. It's a whole nother talk. I don't want to do the whole political thing. It's not what I'm here for. But I just wanted to see, you know, the pollution that's coming here from Mexico is it's disgusting. Really, it's nasty. And you can just look over Mexico and just this nasty haze because they have no emissions on their trucks. They have no standards for their trucks, and that's a big issue with American truck drivers. We put all this money to keep our trucks road-worthy and legal, and then our government wants to let the Mexicans bring their trucks over and run loads over here with their trucks. And Mexicans will drive for, you know, I got nothing against people, you know, that want to migrate into this country legal. I got nothing against that. And I don't blame them for wanting to come over here and better themselves. And so that's not what this is about either. But a Mexican will drive a truck for 6 cents a mile. You can't live in this country for 6 cents a mile. I mean, you can't live in this country for anything under, say, 35, 40 cents a mile. They want to let these guys come across the border and drive their nasty illegal trucks with bald tires and no emissions. It's just another governmental problem. And there's just no reason for it. Just keep the border shut. They don't need their trucks over here. Right now it's working the fine way it is. You know, you have places that they run right across the border, they drop freight, and we pick it up, we bring it into our country, we drop freight down there, they come across, pick it up, drive it into their country. Just leave it the way it is. We don't need their trucks in this country, making our roads even more hazardous. Maybe you can see that haze a little better now. You know, that's Mexico straight ahead of us. Those mountains are Mexico. You see that there's just a haze over everything. Not to mention this California jerk that's in front of me. Just sitting there clogging up this lane. I can't get over. I'm not allowed over in the left lane.
a better shot. Maybe you can see the smog overhead better.